What's up YouTube, it's me, Mal Horford, and in this video I'm gonna be telling y'all about my most creative ideas and how I executed them and the inspiration behind them. When it comes to knitting, crocheting, and sewing, I like to take those three mediums and put them together or just mix them as much as I can, right? So the first thing we'll tell you about is this patchwork granny square hoodie I made. It's crocheted granny squares that I sewed on top of a hoodie. Now this hoodie took me a month to make, a whole month to make this hoodie. And I low-key don't like it. It looks good, I guess, but I don't like it. The idea behind this hoodie was I wanted it to look camo, obviously, and I wanted to use granny squares to make it look camo. So each square is made a little differently. Some squares I would make like the side of it tan and then the side of another one this color, or I'd make a whole brown one, or I'd make a whole... Matter of fact, let me just show you. So this here is the hoodie, right? This is the hoodie right here. It has to be really cold for you to wear this. It'll keep you warm though. Now the idea behind this hoodie was to take granny squares, put them on top of a hoodie, and make it look camo. Now making it look camo, I executed that part pretty well. You can be the judge of that though, if you'd like. The front is better than the back. I used, to make these granny squares, I used a 5-hook, and I did 4 rows of them. 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows using a 5-hook. For the pocket, I wanted it to be like a kangaroo pouch. You know kangaroos, how they like put the baby like in the right there. Yeah, instead of like going through the side, I wanted to come through over top with it. I didn't do that part very well. It doesn't look the best, but it's cool. Now the one thing I don't like about this hoodie is when you put it on, like you can't tell now, but when you wear it, the shoulder seams look weird. Like it's like a blank, it's just like a black space in between the shoulders, and so that's like the one reason why I don't like this hoodie. But it's still a cool idea. I'm not gonna say I wasted a month of my life, even though I kind of did, because at least I finished it. By the way, I didn't finish it, by the way. The hood, by the time I got to the hood, I was over this project, and I just put the hood on, called it a day, and posted it. Up next, we have this crochet hexagon sweater I made. I never even wore it. I've never worn it outside the house, and it looks phenomenal. I just never wore it. Crazy, right? I used the ombre yarn for it. I needed 2 skeins of it, 1 for each side, and then the middle piece I just used like an orange because I ran out. I only got like 14 rows with the ombre, the 2 skeins of ombre for each side, and then I just used orange and yellow to just connect the front. And you know, you make a hexagon cardigan sweater, you connect it back using a granny stitch. And then the bottom, I ran out of orange, yellow, and ombre, so I just finished it with black. I was over the project. I just wanted to finish it. Up next, we have this crochet hoodie I made again. I made another crochet hoodie. As I told you, I mixed sewing and crocheting and knitting. This time I crocheted a hexagon and I put it on top of a hoodie, and then I made the sleeves and the pocket flannel. Matter of fact, let me just show you. Here's the hoodie right here. Now this hoodie looks great, and when I first made it, I wore it every day for like a week and a half, and then I didn't like it no more. This here, I made this, how many rows is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 12 rows of granny stitches. It just feels, when I wear it, I don't know if it's just me, when I wear it, it feels too big. Like, you know that picture of like Kylie Jenner when she got like that lion on her chest? This is what I feel like. This is how I feel like I look when I wear this. But overall, I executed this thing pretty well. The sleeves look great. It's drop shoulder, which I didn't realize until I finished it. So like, I wanted the whole entire arm to be flannel, but because it's drop shoulder, which means this is the shoulder and this is the arm, like this is black. But in the ideal execution, this would be camo. Starting here and down would be flannel in the ideal world. Up next is this knitted crop top I made. This is one of the most creative things I made because it's not for me, it's for girls. And like everything I made so far is for me in my body. So it's easy to make something for my body because I can just measure, or I can just put it on real quick, look down and see what I need to do. You know, this was like challenging to make something that could fit girls, because girls have boobs and it's hard to like, and I don't have like girl boobs, so you get what I'm saying. But nevertheless, I did it, and I made them in larges and smalls. I did that. Clap it up for me. I deserve that. I deserve that. And I made them in 2 colorways. I made pink and black, and then it was reversible. And then I made lime green, yellow, and pink. It looks great. It looks great. Thank you. Up next, we got this knitted sweater I made. This sweater is comprised of 6 panels I made on the Centro. I did 135 rows for all 6 panels. You know, you sew them together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It looks great. It's striped. People say, where's Waldo? That was not the idea I had when I made that. I just wanted a sweater because the first sweater I made was bad. This one is better. I never wore this one either. No, I wore it one time. It's a little too long though. It's a little too long for my liking. Nevertheless, I love it. So now we're on to beanies, right? Starting up first, we got the best beanie that I think I personally ever made. Pearl cat beanie. Now the inspiration behind this beanie was like one day, I know this sounds corny and crazy. One night I was outside, I looked in the sky and I seen the stars and I was like, I like that. I want to make something that reminds me of that. And I did. This hat. Cat beanie, pearls in it. I use pearls because everyone does rhinestones. So I use pearls. Big pearls, little pearls, and they look like stars to me. It reminds me of space. I'm not gonna lie. Up next, we got the first beanie I mixed crocheting with sewing. This beanie was made from 5 granny squares that are used from mohair-esque yarn, and I use a 5 hook when I make it. Now they're crocheted, so to connect them, I don't slip stitch. I use my sewing machine, and I use a zigzag stitch, and I put them together, and I zigzag down the seam to connect it. Now the square on the top of the head, I have to actually use my hand for that because I can't get that under the machine. But nevertheless, I mix crocheting with sewing to make this hat, and I love it. And it looks great. And I actually should drop some more when it gets cold. Also, we got the first beanie that I ever sold out. This was like I dropped this beanie in January. They love this beanie. This beanie is called the Magenta Sky beanie. Now, I love this beanie. It's in my car right now. This is my most prized possession. I'm never giving this thing up. I absolutely cooked when I made this beanie. It is gorgeous. It is fire. It looks beautiful. And I sold them out. They sold out. They sold my website out. Shout out to everyone who bought a beanie. Honorable mention. Honorable mention. I dropped some t-shirts in 2022. This is the first thing I ever dropped. No one bought any. I'm lying. I sold a few. I did sell a few. They're completely handmade. Like, they're blank white t-shirts. I tie-dyed them and I screen printed them and I made them, and they look gorgeous. Like, I really cooked when I made these shirts. Like, the color is beautiful, and each shirt is different, and I love that. I love that each tie-dye print on each shirt is different. Anyways, folks, that's enough. For more content like this, just hit the like button, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Let me know your favorite thing that I made. See you next time.